Hi, this is Chris from Leicester Till I Die. Thank you for watching and listening. Have a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Don't do anything I wouldn't enjoy.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and your favorite podcasts.
Are you ready? I'm saying, are you ready? Watch us on YouTube.
Listen on your favorite podcast platform
Or ask your smart speaker
to play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Right, Chris.
All right. Hello. Good evening. Good day. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good night. Goodbye. Hello. Welcome along. It's a little bit different. Don't adjust your computer settings. You are watching Leicester Till I Die TV, LTID TV. We will be doing the normal watch along on a separate show later, when of course Leicester City host Rotherham, top hosting bottom. Yeah, last time we played top played bottom, we didn't do so well, did we? We didn't do so well. But look, what I'm doing for this one is a little bit different, and I don't expect that we're going to get loads and loads and loads of views. But the idea behind this is the fact that Leicester are top, and let's just bring this league up because this is how tight it is at the top. Honestly, it's like one of Katie Price's bras. It's that tight. I've got to say so. Sorry, I only said that for a joke. Thought it might get a few titters, but I shouldn't laugh at my own joke, should I? But I think I may have boobed.
Maybe we could live without the wisecracks.
I think you're possibly right. But look, that's the table. Now, Leicester City, and like I say, hosting Rotherham later, sit at the top. I've got to say, at the start of the season, if you'd given me that, and this was sort of before we had Enzo, before we saw the signings that were coming in, I'd have carted you off to the funny farm, to be honest with you. But look, this marks the halfway stage of the season, and we are top of the league. Whatever happens today, we will be top of the league for Christmas. We will be Christmas number one. I wish it could be Christmas every day. Yeah, because unless Ipswich put 10 past Leeds, or we put, or Rotherham put 10 past us, or Rotherham even put 5 past us, and Ipswich put 5 past Leeds, we're going to be top at Christmas. But the interesting thing there is the second place battle at the moment, and that's what we're concentrating on in the first watch along today. Ipswich are travelling to Leeds. Like I said, this is the halfway mark. well, 52 points for Ipswich. They won't let it go, will they? Like the Black Knight in that Monty Python film, The Holy Grail. Chop an arm. I've said this so many times. Chop an arm off them. Oh, tis but a scratch, sir. Chop the other arm off. Oh, it is but another scratch. Just really give up. But I tell you what, I actually said, would I sooner be 12 points clear, or would I be sooner be in this position? And I think I'd sooner be in this position. Yes, we're 13 points clear of Leeds, so that's a nice place to be in. But to me, if we were so many points ahead, and it reminds me very much of that Newcastle title challenge, I'd love it, Kevin Keegan season. You're 12 points ahead and you lose a game. And you go, do you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're still 9 points ahead. Then you draw a game. Oh, and this is presuming the other team are losing, of course. You're 8 points. Then you lose another one. You're only 5 points. And you're suddenly thinking, bugger, where's that lead gone? Well, what Ipswich are doing is they're keeping us on our toes. We can't, if we lose a game, we can't look at it and go, all right, so we lost a game. That's fine. Ipswich are keeping us on our toes. It looks at this stage, to all intents and purposes, like a two-horse race. But look, we know what happens in two-horse races. I remember that season as well when we won the Premier League. Tottenham kept coming at us, didn't they? We're still waiting for them, in fairness, but they did keep coming at us. They'd play on Friday because we always seem to play after them, and they'd go top, and then we'd play and we'd go back top. It did keep us on our toes. Leeds, well, they were coming for us after they beat us, didn't they? I'm not exactly sure what has happened to that. Oh, look, Leicester Rotherham is in the Sky Sports Super 6 fixtures. Wow. The only championship game I think that was in there, possibly this one as well. It went off the screen before I could see it. But yeah, Ipswich, I think today, if Leeds lose, that will hurt them more than Ipswich losing. Hi, Scout. How are you doing? Well, I'm going to come on to that point, and I will come on to that point in a second, Scott. But I think if Leeds lose today, that puts Ipswich 13 points clear of them. And then if we win, of course, we go 16 points clear. So I think it's imperative for Leeds. It's a must-win game for Leeds. Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't going to decide the championship today. This isn't going to decide the top two today. But like I said, that gap, it is a big gap to have. Ipswich win, and they're going to be happy. Now, if Leeds were to win, I don't think it puts the pressure on us, but I think it does put the pressure on Ipswich have got to keep it up. Leeds are then obviously, like I say, they're going to be even further behind. They are going to be absolutely struggling, Just waving at my neighbour. She's not even looking at me. Hello. Go away then. So I don't know. Scott, I'm going to say hi to Andreas. How you doing? He's going for a 3-0 win to Leicester. Well, I've gone 3-1 to Leicester, so I'm not far away from you, Andreas. But concentrating at the moment on the Leeds game. A draw, yeah. I would obviously, if it is a draw, I wouldn't particularly moan. I wouldn't be upset. To be honest with you, either game, I'm not actually going to get be too bothered about. If I'm totally honest, I'm not going to sort of cry in my sleep tonight. But look, no, a draw is good because obviously, that keeps Ipswich a little bit of a gap behind us, whatever happens to us. And I'm not taking anything for granted against Rotherham. They've drawn with Leeds and Ipswich and I think West Brom. They've had some good results. They've got a new manager in. It's his third game, but only a second one that's really technically in charge. So it will be, let's not worry. presume we're going to win, all I'll say 2 words: Sheffield Wednesday. If one team's got to win, I'd sooner it be Ipswich, because that does make that gap to third bigger. Now, I don't particularly... I want to get promoted. Now, I'd love to go up as champions, and if we do, like I've said quite a few times, that will give us an extra win over Manchester City. And Manchester City are never going to win this league again, unless the FA grow a pair of balls and drop them a couple of divisions for their money fiddling, allegedly. So we're both on. I think we're both on 8. Is it 8 championships that we have won, or second tier for games that we've won? So if we can win this season, that will take us to the top. And I don't think anybody would possibly catch us. Not in my lifetime, anyway. So if Ipswich win, that does put that huge gap. Although we've still got Southampton to consider, of course. But Southampton, they have a run, and they're in one of those runs at the moment where they're running quite, they're winning, drawing, winning, and what have you. And then they were on a bit of a losing streak. So we can't write Southampton off. Or obviously West Brom, and we are only literally halfway through the season. But promotion is the main aim. So yes, if it's going to be one of these teams that's got to win, I hope it's Ipswich. If we finish second in the table, that's great. We're promoted. Winning it is nice. Winning it would be nice. Of course you would. But that is the bonus. That is the bonus. Scott says here, how I see it, Chris, is gives us potentially a bit more of a gap on both teams if we win today. But like you, if there is a winner today between Ipswich Town and Leeds, then Ipswich should win. Yeah, I mean, that is exactly. I get what you're saying, Scott. 100% do I get what you're saying. That Ipswich and Leeds, if it was a draw, that would be points-wise best, I guess. But it still just keeps Leeds in it a little bit. Yeah, more competition, Scott. You're right there. It does give us more competition. But we need that competition. And like I've explained it already, so I won't go through it again. But we're going to be coming up to Kickoff. We are at Elland Road. We are about to start the Watchalong. Remember, guys, no spoilers. And please do. I'm going to put a clock up in a minute when we kick off, so you can see where we are time-wise on here. Wait for me to do the commentary, and we'll all be very happy.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watch-Along show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts,
including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
Unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Okay, so I'm going to put the clock up as soon as we kick off here. I know it's gone 12:30, but everybody that watches these games, and I've got to say Ipswich are in orange just to mess my my graphic up. So just bear with me. Thank you, Ipswich. Oh, you gotta love these teams, haven't you? Just to do a quick change there. And there it is. But yes, we're all going to be at different times depending how we are watching this game and what country we're watching this game from. So you go by my clock that I'm going to put up in a second, and I will kick out anybody, and Scott will kick out anybody who gives any spoilers out, because it ruins it for everybody else. Right, and we're off. So Leeds United versus Ipswich Town. Wow, Scott. Wow, 1-1 or 4-0. Anyway, we're at Leeds. We are at Ellen Road. Oh, a through ball there from Leeds. Leeds now on the attack. There's a good ball through here, but it's offside. It looked offside, and he was offside. It was a good opening move there in the first 30 seconds for Leeds. Leeds are playing from left to right. They are all in white. And Ipswich, the away team, are playing right to left. And they are all in orange, as you can see from the graphic there. It's great to see the fact that there's an offside, and the game just stops for offside. So Leeds managed to get the ball cleared, but it's up and under from Ipswich. Of course, we're watching Hurst, ex-Leicester player, George Hurst, playing for Ipswich today. Let me quickly run through the teams for you. So Leeds have got Meslier in goal, 4 at the back with Spence, Strick, Rodon and Gray, Kamara and Ampudu in the middle, James, Pirro and Somerville are the 3 just behind the striker Rutter. Pirro, I still wish we'd bought him. I really do. Anyway, we've got Tom Cannon. What can we say? Right, Ipswich, they've gone 4-2-3-1. Halliday in the back 4 of Davis, Burgess, Tanazabi, is it Clark, and middle 2 of Longo and Morsey. Across the behind the striker, they got Broadbent, Chaplin and Burns, and Hurst, George Hurst, ex-Leicester player, is the one up front for Ipswich. So like I say, Leeds playing 4-2-3-1, exactly the same as Ipswich, both teams playing 4-2-3-1. So at the moment, it's mainly Leeds at the moment, but it's the home side, so you would kind of expect that, I guess. A ball is hoofed upfield by Ipswich, which goes out halfway inside the Leeds half on the near side for a throw into Leeds. Now, like I say, you can tell goals conceded in the first 15 minutes. Ipswich have conceded 9. They have conceded more than anybody. Watford was 7. Leeds 9 goals conceded in the first 15 minutes. Whoa. I tell you what, there's an atmosphere going here. You know you're in a football match with this one. Gray for Leeds taking a short throw in on the near side. Gets it back. Goes back to his defensive partner who passes it all the way back to the goalkeeper. We do, Scott. Yeah, we lose Sutar. I think he's the only one to the Asian Cup, though. So, a few passes around the back, and it ends up back with the goalkeeper for Leeds. Plays it far out to the left-hand side. It's on the. No, then he goes back to the defender. Just like watching Leicester. A hopeful ball down the wing there from Leeds, but it doesn't. It goes all the way back to the Ipswich goalkeeper. It's not even in his area. A bit of a pump up field there by the Ipswich defender here on the left. Ended up with a Leeds player. I think he probably saw the goalkeeper out, but couldn't really do anything for it. Anyway, it's a throw in halfway line for Leeds. Actually, I don't normally do these, but because it affects Leicester and it's at a different time, I thought I'd do one and see how we go. So Leeds, giving the ball away there to Ipswich. Oh, lovely ball from Ipswich. It's through on the right-hand side. Got to the wing. He gets the cross in, but it's a poor cross. And the Ipswich striker, Hurst, can't get on the end of it. But it's still in the Leeds box. Twisting and turning. Oh, tried to do too much, the Leeds, the Ipswich player there. And Leeds can break. But it's out for a throw-in. To Leeds, virtually on the halfway line. Yeah, so let me know if these are the sort of games you'd like me to cover as extras when I can. Obviously, it'd have to be games that are either like really big cup games or games that affect Leicester City in the league. So 5 minutes gone, 71% possession to Leeds. Oh, it's a throw in to Ipswich, just in front of the manager's technical area. We just got to mention there what Ipswich and Leicester are doing at the top of the Championship is unheard of, apparently. I mean, I suppose in fairness, I've got to say this, and I've got to say to Ipswich, well done, because what they have achieved so far, I think, it is a better story than what we have achieved. We have come down from the Premier League with the money. We have excuse me. We've got the Premier League players still, a few of them. Ipswich coming up, and sometimes it does happen when teams come up. When I remember Blackpool and Carlisle, if you want to go really, really far back, getting promoted to the Premier League and going to the top of the league because they're a new team, but they don't usually sustain it. What Ipswich are doing is sustaining it, and that's what's impressive. But Burgess on the ball there for Ipswich. Still can't get used to this all orange strip. I'm sorry. Oh, that's a free kick. No, Leeds are get it fairly, and it comes away with Leeds now. Leeds attacking. They got the numbers up. There's the overlap here from Leeds. Can he chip it in? No, he can't. We tried to play it back, but it was along the ground in the hips of the Ipswich player who just puts it out for a corner. Quick break there from Leeds. Very quick break from Leeds. I thought that was he's pushed him. He pushed him, the Leeds player. That has to be a foul, but it wasn't given, and it's ended up with a corner on the far side for Leeds, who kicking left to right, remember. Hero Stroik in there. It's a high one into the box, and it's in! Yes, it's gone in! Leeds are taking the lead after 7 minutes. 7 minutes. It's a goal for Leeds United. It wasn't well defended at all. Not well defended at all. So early goal. We've not even played 10 minutes yet. In fact, we've played 7 minutes. 7.5 minutes. The corner came in. Oh, it was a good header from the Leeds player, I think it was. But the Ipswich goalkeeper made a great save. But then he went in. It came across from the corner. Number 7 for Leeds headed it down towards the goal. The goalkeeper went down, diving to his right, got his hand to it. And it went up, but it went straight into the head of Stroik, who had committed the foul earlier and got away with it. And he put it in the net. There's nothing the goalkeeper could do, but not a good defended ball corner there, in fairness, from Ipswich. Leeds, it's early to say that they deserve it, but they probably do, in fairness. There we go. So, Leeds 1, Ipswich 0. That has put the cat among the pigeons. But I tell you one thing we cannot take for granted is that Ipswich are going to lose this. Ipswich have gone behind so many times this season. Like I say, 9 times they've conceded in the first 15 minutes this season. That's nearly half the games they conceded in the first 15. Well, 10 now. 10 with this one. So, it makes it interesting now. They just had a perfect start for Leeds. And yes, I guess it was. It's the crowd now. It's really got the crowd up at Leeds. And obviously, the Leeds crowd, there's a few stadiums where the crowd can really make the difference. Leeds, I think, is one of them. Shake of the head there from the Leeds manager. From the Ipswich manager. Now, this is interesting because Leeds haven't been beaten at Ellen Road all season. But now means, of course, Ipswich have got to come at Leeds, so that's going to leave them exposed at the back. Let's have a look at what that has done. So the table's going to be live for me. I mean, it hasn't really sort of made that huge point difference to the league table. Oops, I've got to come back to the calendar, otherwise the timer. I can't take the timer off. Leeds are used to going in front and dropping points, Scott. They are, and Ipswich are also used to going behind and coming back and winning points. So, like I just said, it's not over by a long stretch. As Ipswich break now, they're going to play it out to the far wing. Yes, indeed they do. Burns now. This is for Ipswich. Fakes as if he's going to back it in, but he doesn't. He plays it back and gets it back again. And they eventually lose out, which I think was always going to be obvious. That was never going to come to anything in the corner. Now Leeds have got a break here. Oh, the goalkeeper is way out. Apparently, the Sky cameras have just picked up a little bit of a swear word from the crowd, and we've had the normal apologies if you are upset. It's a football match, for God's sake, Sky. Stop being so bloody woke. There's a certain amount. I mean, I didn't hear what the word was, so it may have been a very offensive word. But yeah, you're quite right, Scott. Quite right. Ipswich, like I just said, they do seem to. Well, they come back, in the second half. They do. How often have I looked at the half-time results and go, "Hey, Ipswich are losing," hey, and then they end up winning the game. Anyway. Like I say, it is a football game, so a bit of bad language you've got to understand. Ipswich playing dangerously at the back here. No, he goes down. The Ipswich player went down. I could see that happening. You could see that they were playing it around at the back, Ipswich, as every team seems to do at the moment. But when they got it, Leeds, it was courtesy of a foul. So Leeds are winning, and they need to win. Oh, lovely! I mean, Leeds are playing some beautiful football at the moment. I mean, although the stats say it's almost level, I think Leeds are playing a better game. Oh, he had better options, the Leeds guy. It was a lovely break, and James came down this right-hand side for Leeds, left-hand side for Ipswich, and he had options in the middle. I'm sure, yeah, well, it was 3 against 4, 3 Leeds players. He could have pulled it back. He didn't. He went for it. And to be honest with you, if he'd scored from that angle, player and I at one point I said we should sign for Manchester United. But I've got to be honest with you. I'm not bothered now that we have young Fatawu. All the balls was kept in there on the Ipswich on the far side as they attack Leeds. They're trying to get back into this game, Ipswich. But they have to be careful with this Leeds. They are breaking quickly, this Leeds team. And it's out for throwing to Ipswich, almost on the halfway side, on the far side. The right-hand side for Ipswich. 14 minutes gone. And it's Leeds 1, Ipswich 0. It started off at quite a frantic pace. It'll be interesting to see if they can keep this up. defending well here, Leeds, in fairness to them. So, first quarter of an hour has been played. I've got to say, on the balance of play, probably Ipswich do. Although it's now saying Ipswich have got the most possession, but they're not doing anything with it at the moment. Ipswich guy let it go out on the byline and thought he got the corner, but it hasn't. It's gone out for a goal kick to Leeds, much to the cheers of the Leeds fans, of course. Interesting. There you go. So it won't be 1 second. Yeah, they just said then on the telly, and it's true, all the threat is coming from the home team here. Yeah, I get what you're saying there, Scott. And in fairness, Ipswich, though, aren't sitting back, which is possibly playing into Leeds' hands. I don't know, or given away there by the Ipswich player. Leeds have it in the centre of the pitch now, through the referee's legs. Didn't touch it, though, so it goes to Ipswich players, and Ipswich are allowed to keep hold of the ball. So it's a good game so far from a neutral's point of view. 48% possession to Leeds, 52 to Ipswich. But all these shots have come from Leeds. 3 shots to Leeds, 0 to Ipswich at the moment, and 2 of those 3 have been on target. They say you can't. Hurst couldn't control it. There goes out for a Leeds goal kick. One thing you can't do is, and I say Leeds, I've got to say, out of the 2 sides so far, Leeds have impressed me more. But what you can't do with Ipswich is write them off. And we know that. We've seen the season. You've got to give them credit for what they've done. Not just because they're a newly promoted side, but, they've kept pace with us. They've not, in any other season, we might have just, Leeds might have been the closest to us, 13 points odd behind, or what they were before this game, obviously. But as things stand at the moment, like I say, Ipswich Town 52, Leeds United now on 45 points. Plus 16 goal difference. So the 10 behind us as things stand. Oh, no, he's not. Is he going to get to that? Oh, he kept it in. Well played, the Leeds player. Kept it in on this near side. Crosses it over. It's headed clear by the Ipswich defender, though. I want a lovely break from Leeds down this right-hand side. I thought he'd played it too hard. It had gone out, but fair play to James. He got it just in front of the linesman, kept it in. So the linesman could see 100% it was in and got a good cross in, but unfortunately it went to a Ipswich defender who headed it clear. Now it's back on the halfway line in the centre circle for Leeds. Play it out again to James on the right. He's causing Leeds problems. Oh, the lovely ball in, but the Leeds striker in the box wasn't quite responsive enough to get to it. Elevator, how are you doing, sir? Nice to see you, Lifty. I've missed saying that. I'm actually going on Jake's show later, West Ham Unofficial. He's doing a Christmas show and there's a few opposition fans going on. I've been invited on. I think it's about 7:45. So keep a lookout for me on there. Hopefully he'll be in a good mood. Good see. Oh, is that a handball shout? No, says the referee. Leeds fans behind the goal shouting for it. It goes out for a throw into Leeds on the halfway line. Yeah, good season for you, Lifty. Yeah, Luton. Again, basically, Luton, I think it looks worse than it is because if it's somebody like Luton, like when we played Sheffield Wednesday, that draw against Sheffield Wednesday had been against, I don't know, a Preston or, a team in the top half of the table. But because it's the teams that are down at the bottom, you automatically think that you should be winning them. But look, I think you're just outside. I haven't got the table in front of me. I've got to be honest with you, Lifty. I've no disrespect, but I've not been keeping up with the Premier League this season, for obvious reasons. I've only seen 2 games. One of them was the North London derby when I was at my son's. So Ipswich on the far side. It's not even a plain orange shirt. It's like a tiger stripes with like yellowish stripes in the orange shirt. Oh, they got away with this. Oh, that's a foul, is it? No, says play on, says the referee. Oh, and it's just wide shot there. Is he going to call it back? Because there was a foul. Chaplin was fouled there. Oh, yes. That would have been a penalty if it had been in the box. But he could see that Ipswich had the advantage. And so he played it. Good decision there from the referee. In fairness, Lifty, you're quite right. I mean, we do know they bottle things, Arsenal, don't we? So, look at last season. So I'm surprised at Man City's poor form. Are you happy with David Moyes? I mean, there was a lot of talk about, even though, until you won the European Cup, and congratulations for that again. I think there's a lot of shouts for Moyes out. Then obviously once he's won you a European trophy, you can't sack the guy. Well, you can if you're Chelsea. But are you happy with him this season? They're playing it round, risky at the back of Leeds, but it's a big hoof out, and it's back into the Ipswich half in the centre now, just around the centre circle. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Those two are out. Oh, that's a foul, yeah. Leeds player got to the ball, Kamara, but was taken out by the Ipswich player. 24 minutes gone, and we're still looking Leeds 1, Ipswich 0. And I have to be honest with you, Ipswich don't look to me, maybe the commentators curse, but they don't look to me like they are going to concede at the moment, Leeds. I can't see Ipswich or scoring. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's close quarters. This isn't a gunfight. This is definitely a knife fight at close quarters here. But Leeds now breaking quickly. There's numbers back for Ipswich, in fairness. But Leeds, good run into the box. Can't bring him down. It's a goal. It's an own goal, I think. It's an own goal. 2-0 to Leeds. 2-0 to Leeds. Wow. Oh, it's triangles on the shirt. 2-0. Own goal for Ipswich on the 25th minute. Now then, what's going to happen with Ipswich? Because obviously, if Leeds win this, Leeds are going to say, well, look, we've beaten the top two in this division. We deserve to be there. And I've got to be honest with you, on this performance, yes, they do. Oh, that has got to be one of the worst own goals. It was attacking on the far side from the Leeds pendy. He gets into the box. They have the numbers back. Oh, I don't think he could react quick enough, in fairness, the defender. Oh, it goes through the legs of the defender in front of him. So I don't think he was expecting it, Davis. And it hits him and goes into the goal. So maybe you can't necessarily blame. Well, you can't really blame anyone for an own goal, can you? Because none of them are planned. Right, let me just try and get this. Oh. So it's Davis' own goal. Leaf Davis is called. Well, he's hopefully going to turn over a new leaf in the second half. Yeah, Lifty, you're quite right. Oh, they hit the post! Wow, they nearly came straight back then. I was updating the score, and it's here, but a break down this left-hand side, a long cross into the middle for Ipswich. He hits it taken up by Connor, I think it is. Oh, yes. It comes in, like I say, breaks down the left-hand side, crosses into Connor in the middle. He controls it with one touch, whacks it, because he didn't really have much options, to be honest with you. And it hit the post and went out for a goal kick. So that would have been the response that you're talking about there, Lifty, but it didn't quite come off. But at the moment, it just said here online, Leeds are flying. Yes, they are. Soft one to give away for Ipswich. Any own goal's a soft goal. That's the thing, isn't it? But it is 2-0. And I have to say, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to say here that Leeds United deserve it. It will be interesting to see now what Ipswich have got with the ball. They kept in well. Oh, it comes off the Leeds player and it goes back into the corner. Number 22, Gray for Leeds, just clears it up. They've still not got it away, Leeds. Playing it dangerously. Now then, Hurst. No, tries to get it to about 4 Leeds defenders. He's annoyed with himself, I think. There, he tried to get it to 4 Leeds defenders to his compare. Oh, that was a bad defending there from Clark. He was going to get a booking for something. Maybe he hit his hand. Let's have a look. Number 24 for Leeds crosses it. Maybe hit his arm. Maybe unfortunate to get the yellow card, but he has got the yellow card. First yellow card of the game, 29 minutes gone. Leeds 2, Ipswich 0. Well, on this performance, I'm not so sure. It's a long season. We were halfway there. I grant you. Don't forget that we are also covering Leicester City versus Rotherham. We'll be here at 3:15 to take you through that one. I mean, they've got a good manager, have Leeds, in Daniel Farke. He's obviously used to getting teams out of this division. Not so used to keeping teams in the top league. I mean, we can't write Southampton off, Lifty. I mean, they were on the same points as Leeds were before this game kicked off. And we know we're saying, well, yep, Southampton, they're not consistent, but it's a number of points you end up on, and they're equal with Leeds at the moment. That's going to go out almost level with the 18-yard box. The Leeds throwing on the far side, quickly taken. turns on the ball, the Leeds player there. Just throws a false line to the Ipswich defender. Chipped up. So number 27 for Leeds. Sure, they're urging him to shoot. He does, but it's straight into the backside of the Ipswich player. I mean, so many players these days, when the ball's coming towards them, they turn on it, and that's how we won the FA Cup. Players shouldn't be doing that. I'm not sure, Lifty. Not to be sure. I went all West Coast then, didn't I? The Harry Clark got the yellow card for handling 40 yards out. They've just said it could be a long 60 minutes for the fullback on the yellow card because they are under the cosh. Are showing that Ipswich have had more possession. Two shots to Ipswich's 3. But I have to say, looking at this, the Leeds are doing more with what possession they've had than Ipswich. But look, this is Ipswich. Like I say, many, many times this season, we've looked at the Ipswich and gone like, well, they're losing, but they managed to come back. If Ipswich lose this, and we beat Rotherham today, and would then be 3. We'd be 6 points clear of Ipswich then. That would make the Boxing Day game very, very interesting. And of course you are, Lifty. And I'm exactly the same with the Championship this season. I have watched, like I say, 2 Premier League games. One of them was all the way through North London Derby because I went to my son's to have some beers, and we put the football on because it was worth North London Derby, wasn't it? Apart from that, I think I saw one of the game. I know Ant, who does Ant's Leicester fan channel, covered the Man United Liverpool game, which was the 0-0. Oh yeah, just showing that own goal again. It came off his knee, Davis's knee. He couldn't. The player in front of him, there was a player right in front of him, went through his legs. So there's no way he could have expected it coming, and it just hit his knee and went in. But no, I wouldn't expect you to watch the Championship, Lifty. I really wouldn't. Yeah. 33 minutes gone on the clock. I forget I don't need to say that because you can see it, but 33 minutes on the clock. And there's another booking coming out here. That's for James now. James goes into the book. Oh. They just said on the TV there, Daniel James booking for his 4th yellow card. He said it's still a yellow card, although it was a collision. I don't know how a collision can be a yellow card. Well, all right, I suppose you can look at something and go, that was a definite collision. It's like accidents in Formula One. You can see when Schumacher takes somebody else out or whatever, as to a genuine error. But that, to me, well, it was a foul, but I don't think it was a booking. Rene, good evening to you, I'm guessing, over there. Merry Christmas to you as well. Hope you have a very good one, mate. Yeah, I thought Everton were going to struggle, especially after that points deduction, but they're doing well. It's that sort of thing that galvanises a team, though, isn't it, Lifty? Welcome, Rennie. So, still not panicking at the moment, Ipswich. They've still got a good 55 minutes gone. He made. Still getting a bit handbags at dawn, but Leeds have the ball and they're trying to break out of their own half, which they are going to do now. But the ball's too hard and it goes through to the goalkeeper outside his box, who plays it just forward to the Ipswich defence. So I'm looking at this Ipswich, and a couple of times with Ipswich, I'm thinking, why didn't you shoot? But then again, I do that with Leicester. I do that with Leicester a lot. I just shoot. And of course, if they shoot and miss, you're going like, well, why didn't you pass? They can't win. Oh, Leeds coming away now. Oh, he took too long. He had the break on. And James, I think it was at the side of him. He could have passed it through to, and he just held on to it too long. And the Ipswich got it back and are now into the Leeds half with the ball, or along the halfway line. There's a bit of a pirouette in the middle of the circle, and Ipswich come away. Not the best ball, but somehow they managed to get. Oh, Spence went in there. Now that was more of a booking than James's was, I think. But hey, look, I'm just a fan. What do I know? Good points. Like I say, I can't not agree with you, Lifty, because I've not been concentrating on the Premier League. So I'll just go, yeah. You say good. Just showing Daniel Farke now. A good appointment for Leeds, I think. I think that was a good fit for him, and he was a good fit for them. A long throw in from Ipswich, but it's headed clear by Leeds. Like I say, he has got that experience. He does know how to get teams out. From the throw in, he goes all the way back to the goalkeeper for Ipswich, who is literally on the centre circle. That's how far out he was. Now the Leeds, the goalkeeper didn't want it. It was telling the defender to boot it upfield, but it hasn't gone away yet. It's now near the corner flag. Whose throw is that going to be? Gray's, I think Gray's got it for Leeds. His goalkeeper didn't want that ball back to clear then. At the moment, possibly James he's been really good down this right-hand side. I know he's got a booking. As will Leicester, Lifty. I said this after the Birmingham game. I honestly think that, yes, we're winning games, but we're in a different league, and you have to take that into account. That's no disrespect. It's a bloody tough league, is the Championship. I believe the fifth hardest in Europe after the big four main ones. I just think when I see how much we give the ball away and we get away with it in this league, we just will be punished in the Premier League. Just look, I'll always say one word: Burnley. So they haven't got it clear yet, Leeds, from that throw-in. But, good play by Ipswich here. Tries to chip it in. It comes off the Leeds player for throw-in, almost level on the near side with the 18-yard box. Oh, the Ipswich defender now. It's back in the Ipswich half. He was just running around in circles, and the Leeds player just came up and said, "I'll have it, thank you very much." But he lost it, but they've got it back now. Oh, whoa! Yes, that was a free kick. Is that going to be a booking? He left his leg in late there, or left his knee in rather. Mercy for Ipswich. He was showing no mercy then. I hope so, Rennie, and I hope so as well, Lifty. But like I say, I'm very wary of what has happened to Burnley. I know they weren't where we are now, but look, they walked the Championship last season, and they are struggling like hell in the Premier League at the moment. Rennie. Right, so I'm not sure just what exactly is happening here. It's a throw-in or a corner to Ipswich. Hurst is up there. Oh, it's a corner to Leeds. Sorry, corner to Leeds on the near side. We're looking for the third. Headed out, but it's only as far as the Leeds player. Gray. Kamara. Spence now. Is he going to chip it in? Yes, he does. He chips it in, but it's above. It was too high for any player. you'd have not only needed to jump to get that. I mean, even Vestergaard would have needed a 6-foot ladder as well as jumping to get to that. Yep. Ipswich, of course, are on TV on Boxing Day evening. Are we doing a watch along for that? Are you saying Ipswich are the strongest team, Rennie? So, we're on 41 minutes. Are we going to see a third goal this half? And will it go to Leeds? Which would virtually kill the game off if Leeds get a third. Or will Ipswich get one back, which will give them the belief to come out in the second half and probably get something from the game. So at the moment, they don't look like getting anything from the game, if I'm honest. Having said that, they're coming away, and he's brought down there. That was going to be a foul all day long. Leeds player on the Ipswich player. Don't know why he's questioning it, Spence, for Leeds. Just get on with it. I know you're never going to. Sorry, it's just that you'd put Ipswich play Manchester City. Ipswich will be 20-0 by Haaland. Then you've got strongest Championship versus strongest Premier League. So just a little bit confused, mate. A little bit confused. I don't, to be honest with you. I don't. I think if we had stayed up last season, we'd be in the same position now. Because I don't think necessarily we'd have let the players go that we let go, because we'd have been holding on to them thinking, well, hang on, they're Premier League quality. And we would have still sold Maddison and Barnes. They would have gone. And the players that we let go, we might just have held on to in the hope that they were Premier League players. They weren't Premier League players, but they played in the Premier League. And I think as well, I don't know whether we'd have got Enzo. I think he likes the project at Leicester, but let's be honest with you, any manager. Oh, Leeds through here. That's a penalty. It's a penalty to Leeds. Yes, it is. On the 43rd minute, it was a great breakthrough from the Leeds, and they've got the penalty. Somerville went down quite rightly under the challenge. Let's just have a look. From my angle, it looked like a foul. They're just showing it again here. Was there much contact? Yes. Yeah, it's a foul. He goes right into him. He body checks him. He body checks him out. I mean, whether Somerville could have stayed up. If that had been Vardy, I'd have been shouting for him to go down. George, how are you doing? Not so bad. I'm very well, thank you. I hope you are as well. They're about to go 3-0 up. No, they haven't. So, remember, no spoilers. Somerville, who won the penalty, is going to take the penalty. Stood with his arms stretched, the Ipswich goalkeeper. This will surely kill the game off. Yeah, great penalty, in fairness. Absolutely fantastic penalty. If you're going to take a penalty, if you're young and you want to learn how to take a penalty, that is it. Short run up, boots it high, but not that high. There was no way it was anywhere near the bar. Goes into the back of the net. Even whichever way the goalkeeper was gone, if he'd have gone the right way, and he didn't, he went the wrong way. If he'd have gone the right way, there was no way was he getting to that. No way. Emphatic is the word that they've just used on the telly, and I'm going to say, yes, it was. A little twist to the left, short run up, and it was great. Top corner. That, to me, was the perfect penalty. Three minutes added on. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Have we? Oh, don't know what the Ipswich goalkeeper was doing there. Ipswich are certainly sending a message out here. Yeah, just saying, 45 minutes, they've not had a shot on target yet. I mean, it's not been a great one for shots. 5 to Leeds, 2 to Ipswich, but 3 of Leeds have been on target. Not a single Ipswich shot on target. And they've not had a corner yet either. Yes, they've got 51% possession, but as the commentators just said there, they're doing nothing with it and doing nothing in the Leeds box at all. Let's not go that far, Elevator. I know, I appreciate, I know what you're saying, and I hope that's going to come true. But I don't know. Football is not played on paper, is it? And to be honest with you, I'm 62 years old. I've been a Leicester fan all my life. I know no team is as good as Leicester at shooting themselves in the foot. Probably Spurs might be, but an up and under there from Leeds, but it goes straight to the goalkeeper. Well, like I say, Leeds are sending out a message here. Yeah, I mean, they're just saying on Tinternet, they think that Somerville's penalty has put this one to bed already. I can't, at 3-0, I said it, didn't I? I said if there's a third goal for Leeds, it will probably kill the game off. Ipswich needed a goal before half time. If they don't come out, I would say if they don't come out and get a goal in the first 15 minutes of the second half, then it is all over. Offside there for Burns of Ipswich. Oh, a lovely take by James from Leeds. Oh, but a poor ball into the box. It goes out for a goal kick. And that's it. It is half time, everybody. It is half time. And wow. Look. The score says it all. Never, it's very, quite often when you look at the score, and you go, well, that doesn't really somehow, how the half was or how the game played out. That score there, Leeds United 3, Ipswich 0. I'm sorry, Ipswich, but you don't deserve anything on that first half. Leeds were the better team by far. They deserved to be 3-0 up. It was definitely a penalty. I can't say anything else other than I'm going to have to go to the toilet. So I will be back in a few minutes. Stay tuned, please, guys. And that was a bit of a lead in, wasn't it? And we'll be back. We'll be back soon.
Hi, this is Chris from Leicester Till I Die. Thank you for watching and listening. Have a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Don't do anything I wouldn't enjoy.
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
Unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.
The Premier League? That's so last season. It's all about the Championship here on LTID TV.
Now that's what I call football.
Hello, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV
for all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
Coming up next on Leicester Till I Die TV.
Yep, coming up next at 3 o'clock. At 3:15, we have got the second watch along of this double header. I sound like Sky Sports, don't I? The second watch along, which will be, of course, Leicester City versus Rotherham United. So join us for that at 3:15 if you are free. But at the moment, we are obviously watching Leicester City. We're not watching Leeds United. I'm getting confused here. Leeds United versus Ipswich. And, well, I expected it to be closer than this. I've got to be honest with you. I really did. I'm surprised at how little, really am surprised at how little Ipswich are offering. You know, and I'm not having an Ipswich bash here. I went for a 2-2. Brad actually went for 3-1. So he probably is hoping for a goal from Leeds. My 2-2's gone right out the window here. Thank you, Ipswich. All I need, if Ipswich can get 3 goals back in the second half, I'll forgive you, because of course that would give me a point for the draw. Ryan, hello Ryan, how are you doing? He's an Ipswich fan. Unfortunately, we haven't turned up, same as when we went West Bromwich Albion. I want to go home now. Are you there? Are you there, Ryan? Only saving grace is the massive gap between us and third. Nobody expected us to be where we are. No, nobody did, Ryan. And I said right at the start of this, and you weren't in for that. I said, you've got to give Ipswich credit. And not just because they're a promoted team that's come up and done this. I think you've got to give both Leicester and Ipswich credit for the starts they've made to the season. It is more impressive for Ipswich because they have just got promoted. And I did say that I don't want to be 12 or 13 points ahead of you because you keep winning. Well, apart from today, obviously, you keep winning, keeps us on our toes. Because, if we were 12, 13 points ahead, we would say, I would be saying exactly what you said. Well, at least there's a big gap between us. But that gap starts going down, and you start questioning yourself. Not good. Not good. You're at the match. Wow. Good luck, mate. Oh, mate. Oh, you went up night before, did you? Stop over. Well, at least you didn't go. Well, no, I dread having a breakdown on a. I have had one. The AA let me down on the A30, which is an awful road. But yeah, you'd have missed the. Well, mind you, I'm imagining that if you'd had the blowout today and missed the match, that you wouldn't actually be moaning. Yeah, Lifty, aren't you with you there? Well, I did go for the draw, didn't I? 2-2. At the moment, I've got absolutely no points because obviously last night Bristol City beat Hull 3-2. Brad myself and Ant all went for the Hull win there. Swansea against Preston was 2-1 to Swansea. Brad went for a Preston win. I went for a draw, but Ant got 3 points because he got it spot on with the 2-1. Ant's not going to get 3 points today, but he's probably at this rate going to get a point more than I am. Brad's 3-1, so like I say, if Ipswich can get a goal. But I've got to say, if you're still with us, Ryan, I don't know if you are, you need a goal early in this second half. And I did say, just before half-time, the third goal before half-time, Ipswich need to make sure it's them. I said, because if Leeds get a third, that could be game over. And unfortunately, 2-0 down, you're still in it. And I'm not one of these that transcribes to the, sort of, 2-0 is the hardest lead to defend. Bollocks, is it? A 1-goal lead is the hardest lead to defend. Before the match, he turned around, gone home. Anyway, pull one back and forget and move on to bigger and better teams. He left. This is going to make. I tell you what. If you lose this game, and sorry, mate, but it does look like you're going to. But if you lose this game, and we win against Rotherham, which again on paper, we know it's not, we've seen Sheffield Wednesday, don't get me wrong. That makes that game on Boxing Day massive, doesn't it? It really does. And I think if that happens, and let's say the match was to be a draw, that would not suit you at all. But we wouldn't be unhappy with a draw if that was the scenario. Can you turn it round, Ryan? That is the question. 45 minutes to do it. You haven't really had a blip this season yet. Leicester, I'm not sure if we've had do we count 2 losses in a row as a blip? Possibly. But could this be the start of Ipswich's blip? Thing is, what Leeds have got to do, Leeds have got to build on this now. And that's the thing. It's whether Leeds can actually build. 3 points is 3 points here. It does send out a massive watch out to us as well. But they've got to then make the most of it. Leeds, they're 5th in the form table. In the last 5, they only got a point with Rotherham. They beat Swansea, they beat Middlesbrough, they beat Blackburn, they lost to Sunderland, and they dropped 2 points against Coventry last time out. And that's the problem. Rotherham, they should have beaten. In fairness to Coventry, and I'm not just saying this because it's Coventry, they should have beaten, and they didn't. And that's Leeds' problem. For me, they've got to start. Winning these games that they're drawing, turning draws into wins. Ipswich second, or they were second in the form table. And they only lost 1, which was to West Ham 5 games ago. Right, we're about to kick off for the second half. Just bear with me because I need to get the clock just lined up. Six on the halfway line for Ipswich at this kickoff. That was a waste of time. Played it way back, having had 6 on the line, and then it went straight. He booted it straight into a Leeds player. Got a free kick because it hit his hand. So just another little reminder, please. No spoilers. That's the word I couldn't get my head around. So Ipswich, the home side, in all white on the night for them today. They are now kicking right to left. Ipswich in the all orange and yellowish triangle type things, defending the goal to the left and kicking left to right. But Leeds have it now. A fourth goal now would just absolutely end it. But Leeds defended that. Ipswich defended that well and come away down this near side. He had 3 players on him then, Burns. But it's gone out for an Ipswich throw, almost on the halfway line. Now then, we know Ipswich have turned this round so often this season. Can they do it, or is it too? Yes, it would be Lifty. Yeah, it would kill the game off totally. Can Ipswich, who've got Meisler in goal? This is Leeds, sorry. Gray, Ramden, Stroik on a card, and Spence across the back. Ampandu, Kamara in the middle. Just in front of them, James, Pirro, and Somerville, and Rutter up front. And Leeds come away now. Hackaday in the goal for Ipswich. Oh, he hit the post. Sorry, I can't give you the Ipswich team at the moment. Oh, and a great breakaway from Leeds again. He timed his run perfectly there, the Leeds player. On the far side of the box, right-hand shot, hit the bar, and it went out. Very unlucky there. That could have been 4-0, and good night, Vienna. A couple of inches there in it, and we all know what we say about a couple of inches, don't we? Just to quickly run you through the Ipswich team. Hadley in goal, Clark, Tunazabay, Burgess, and Davis across the back. 2 in front of that are Morrissey and Lugana. Then 3 in front of them, Burns, Chaplin and Broadhead, with Hurst up front. Both sides playing a 4-2-3-1. Ipswich now attacking. They're on the edge of the box. Oh, they lost it out. Tried to do a back heel, and he gave it a back heel, and then to a Leeds player, and then Leeds got a foul from Ipswich. So I think Leeds already have beaten Ipswich this season. Leeds are attacking again. Ipswich are looking like the 7th Cavalry at the moment. Every time they look up. Let's see what the game. I didn't realise what the score was back in the other half of the season. Wow! On the 26th of August, Ipswich Town 3, Leeds United 4. Wow, that was a 7-goal thriller. Are we going to see another one of those? So it was 4-3 last time out. Wow! 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 That was a humdinger. I don't remember that game. I should remember that game. So they're going for the double over Ipswich, and then, of course, they'll be coming for the double over us. Now, Ipswich have got it. Clark, long ball up, but it's well covered by the Leeds defence, and it ends up back with the Leeds goalkeeper. So it's a throw into Ipswich, midway in the Leeds half. Five minutes has gone in this second half. No, that was a poor ball. He played his teammate short there, the Ipswich player. But I think they do get a throw in out of it. So we've got to see an improvement here from. Yeah, they're down. They have to start doing it quickly as well. A long chip ball over to the near side for Ipswich. Good ball, well taken by the Ipswich player, in fairness. Number 7. Plays it back to Clark. Anyone I recognise because he's got no hair. My brother. Another poor ball, though, from Ipswich. And again, Leeds the chance to break here. Oh no, they lost it, but they've got it back again. Pirou, 4-0. Game over. Good night. And that all came from an Ipswich mistake. 51 minutes gone. I just said then they're going to have to come out. I've got to say, again, credit to Leeds. What a great breakaway that was. Ryan, if you're still in, I'm so sorry, mate. Burgess was a poor ball. Gray cut it out for Leeds. I mean, Leeds got a bit of luck. I mean, twice the ball. They should have lost it. The first time, the Leeds guy sort of lost it, but managed to get it back. The second time, Pirou, he gets the ball and it hits the Ipswich defender, but then comes back to him. And he's got time. He's got all the time in the world just to put it on his stronger foot and boot it into the net. Into the net. That is it. Like I say, for me, that's it. Ipswich are not going to come back from this. The only consolation I've got is that Brad's not going to get 3 points in the prediction league. 4-0. I mean, fair play to Leeds. I've got to say, absolutely fair play to them. Jeff is in. Hi, Jeff. How you doing? Yeah. I just said then before, Jeff, this could be the start of maybe an Ipswich blip. Yeah, indeed, Lifty. Yeah, I mean, that has killed the game off now. Ipswich are playing for pride. Hi, Scott. Welcome back, mate. I have to say, Ipswich have disappointed me. Leeds have impressed me. You know, Leeds aren't doing this against a side that's sort of in the bottom 3. They're doing this against a side that's in the top 2. And we know how well they played against us. Just showing the Leeds chairman there. He doesn't look very happy. Parg Marathe, I think he's called. I can see there being more goals in this. Yeah, fair play, Scott. You did. You were looking in the mirror when you wrote it, weren't you? Now, Leeds are coming away again down the far side. The ball's cracked in. And it's only could be 5. He should have taken it earlier. Now the chance has gone. Leeds should have had 5 there, but it's still on. Still on. They're on the edge of the box now, Leeds. And again, another amazing breakaway. I mean, Ipswich have got to decide what they're going to do here now. And the ball's up and off for a corner to Leeds. And Ipswich have got to make this decision. I mean, it's 4-0 down. They've lost the game. Do they try and get some consolation back? Or do they just sort of go for it and say, let's keep the goal difference down? But of course, if they go for it and try and keep the goal difference down, they're just going to get stuffed by this Leeds side the way Leeds are playing. Poor corner, but they haven't got it away, Ipswich, which kind of sums their whole game up. They haven't quite. Ball comes in, but it's a long over-the-top ball, and it goes out from the far side to the near side for throw-in. It's been dominant from Leeds. It has been dominant. They've only got 40% possession. By God, 40% possession, and they're 4-0 up. Wow. You know, Ipswich have had 57% possession, but have done sweet FA with it. Oh, another cross in. It was headed clear, though. No, they haven't got it clear, but it was headed out by Ipswich. Leeds look like... Leeds want this. Leeds want this. They want a statement win here. I mean, it is a statement win anyway. Oh, they lost the ball there, though, but they got it back well. Avoided the foul. If they'd gone down, that would have been a foul for the Leeds player. Ipswich are trying, but they're just offering nothing. That final third. No shot on target from a team in second. Yeah, it could be 5, 6, 7 Lifty. You're quite right. Quite right. I mean, you know, Leeds beat us, and I'm not saying the Leeds deserved to beat us 1-0. They were the better team on the... Oh, Leeds are through again here. No support for the guy. Now the orange shirt's coming back in numbers. No, he went the wrong way to try and get the cross in. It was a superb through ball then by the Leeds player. He ran onto it, but he was just outside the box on the far side. He had nowhere to go, and there was about 4 or 5 orange shirts came back. No white shirts coming up to support him, unfortunately. Yeah. Fair point again. No, it didn't go out that ball, so it's headed kicked clear by the Leeds goalkeeper. Ipswich goalkeeper. What's everybody think, by the way, of having the clock in? What are people's thoughts on the clock? It means I can't put a graphic up with the, well, you got a graphic with the score there, so I guess that's okay. But it's taken me 4 years to find this. Got a green one as well. Let me know what you think about it. I know. Wasn't the best game. Leeds here. They're just closing Ipswich down. Like a pack of wolves here, Leeds. That's saying Ipswich break away. But Leeds are back in numbers. Yeah, and they want to play pretty football, Ipswich, and you cannot play pretty football against this Leeds side because they're not letting you do it. They're not giving you time on the ball. To me, it doesn't look like Ipswich have changed anything from that first half. I don't know if anybody that's watching it agrees with me at all. Oh. What's this going to be? Oh, it's just a yellow card. I thought number 40 for Ipswich brought down. I thought it was in the area. Or was it outside the area running in? Yeah, it was outside the area. They just slid into the area. So it wasn't a penalty. And there were other covering defenders. Absolutely not, Scott. There's just a comment come up here. James is coming off for Leeds. James has run his socks off. For Leeds. But yeah, I mean, they just said here Ipswich can't get out of their own half. They've resorted to just getting the ball out, and I think that sums it up at all. We've seen Leicester play like this. This is it with this league. That Leeds are at 95% of what they can do. They really are. But the problem is Ipswich haven't turned up as a team. There's a free kick literally just outside the Ipswich goal. 3-man wall. Somerville and Ampambadu taking a run round. Oh, it's sent in by Somerville, but it wasn't a shot on goal, but it's still with Leeds. They still have control. But yes, Scott, Ipswich have really disappointed me today. That's a free kick to Leeds. Somerville taken out there. No card brought out. 61 minutes into the last 30 minutes. This is beyond Ipswich. If Ipswich were playing at full strength, you'd say they are still in with a chance, but they're not playing at full strength. They've just said on the site here, Leeds are cruising, and I've got to say, I can't argue with that. I think Ryan summed it up earlier, and the guys just said here as well, Ipswich just want to go home now. 50% possession each. I mean, you're watching it, I guess, in Scott. What do you think about Ipswich organisation? I said when they signed Daniel Farke, what a good manager and a good move that was. He does, as I say, he got Norwich. Was it twice or 3 times he got Norwich out of the Championship? He wasn't given the backing, was he, in the Premier League? Anyway, so it's a Ipswich trying to get the ball out, but they just put it out for throw-in. Again, someone's their afternoon up. Nothing's going for them. Just saying then, and then I can't argue with what the guy's saying. For Daniel Farke, they just said it has been a tactical masterclass for him, and I've got to say I can't dispute that. A raft of subs coming up now for Ipswich, but too little, too late. Twice he won the league with Norwich, and then got relegated in 20th both times. Yeah, like I said, but he wasn't supported, was he? He wasn't supported in the Premier League. I would like to see how. I like Daniel Farke as a manager, and like you say, I'm worried that he might turn into a Neil Warnock. Though, it's very good at getting teams out the Championship, but he can't keep them in the Premier League. I don't think he got the support when he was at Norwich. Be interesting to see if they go up. If he goes up with Leeds and they get lovely defending there from Leeds. If they go up and yellow card here, another one. The cards are flowing at the moment. But if he goes up with Leeds, I think he'll get the backing with Leeds. Be interesting to see what he does with it. Okay, Scott. I hope everything's all right, mate. Best wishes to you and your family for Christmas. Have a good one, mate. Just a bit of defensive work, injury work going on here.
Coming up next on Leicester Till I Die TV.
Yeah, don't forget, at 3:15 this afternoon, I'll be back doing another one of these, the double header, second half of the double header, as we do the Leicester City versus Rotherham watch along. No, yep. I fair point, Scott, but I want to see him how he gets on when he gets a bit of backing. No, I have second. All I can say is, Scott, I have been disappointed with Ipswich. Leeds have come and done a job. They were up for it right from the start, Leeds, and fair play to them for it. I mean, this isn't worrying for Leicester, because the second team in second now is 10 points. The team in third is 10 points behind us. And so if we win against Rotherham and we'll go 13 points ahead, it will be as it was, sort of thing. If they do, Lifty, for me, it will be by the playoffs. I still think as a promoted team, they could run out of steam. Are we seeing today the start? 3 changes here for Ipswich Town, by the way. Hurst has come off. Because Hurst has done nothing in this game. Everybody, can I just say, everybody who was saying, like, oh, we should have Hurst, we should have kept Hurst, and why did we let Hurst go? Watch this game. I like Ipswich to go up through the playoffs, to be honest with you. I like Ipswich as a town, as a club. I've nothing against them. But then again, I've nothing against Leeds. I know a lot of dirty Leeds and all that. But, when Forest came up, and all right, it's Forest, I suppose, and the rivals, etc., etc. But when Forest came up, all their fans were, we're back where we belong. We're back where we belong. Where when Leeds came up, it's thank God we're back. It's lovely to be back. And that, to me, was the better attitude, I mean, that playoffs, West Brom could be the third team. I think once you, and of course, let's not forget we've got Southampton. That could happen as well, Scott. Look, this is why we love football, isn't it? You get 20 people in the room together, and they'll come up with 20 different options. I mean, let's not forget Southampton. They're there without being consistent. They're still doing enough to still, were matching Leeds for points before this game. West Brom are in there. Apart from that, well, they're not. They've dropped out, I think. But once you get past Southampton, those last 2 places for the playoffs, it changes every week. So, that's the problem with predicting who goes up via the playoffs. Is A, will Ipswich or even Leicester drop into the playoffs? And B, once you get past Southampton, what 2 teams? Because Preston have been in there. That's a foul. No. Play on, says the referee. You look at teams, and at the moment, QPR are 7th and Sheffield Wednesday are 10th in the form table. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they're suddenly going to end up in the playoffs, but they've all changed the managers. I think every team in the bottom 8 or 9 have changed the managers, but they've suddenly turned it round, and this is it. Norwich, let's be honest with you, they're in 6th in the form table, but they've been in the top 4. Hull have been there and thereabouts as well. So those last 2 playoff places are up for grabs. Yeah, basically, Scott, yes. That's basically what I was saying. It's a shot. Oh, he's hit the post. No, he hasn't. He's hit the bar. That's what I meant to say. Oh, that number 24 for Leeds. Oh, I mean, the goalkeeper was well beaten. Oh, I mean, it took a deflection in fairness, but wow, it hit the bar. It hit the bar for number 24. That's all now. Ipswich had a little bit of pressure for a while. And Sunderland, let's not forget Sunderland. They've been in the playoff positions as well. So, I mean, there's 5 or 6 teams there that have all been, once you get past Southampton, have all been at some point in the playoffs. So, like I say, I can't predict the playoffs at all. I'm going to be doing a prediction show in the new year about who goes up and who goes down. And we're going to do the league table probably, or what we think. But no, it's going to be so hard. So Leeds are making a couple of substitutions here now. 71 minutes gone, as you can see. Kamara's coming off. I think Ampadu's coming off as well. I want to call him Ampersand. So off is Spence and Kamara. On is Gruev and Firpo. Easier said than done, he's just said on the other. The names are easier said than said. Lifty, it's what we've said. It's what we've said. I mean, we lost two on the trot, Leeds and then Middlesbrough. But I mean, losing 2 isn't in a run. That's not really a bit of a dip, is it? So you could still say, quite right as you say there, our dip is still to come. And for fans of Maisie Williams and Mock the Week, it all happens in dip. 10 to 2, 10 to 2, 10 to 2. You're probably watching now thinking, what the hell are you going on about? If you don't watch Mock the Week, you won't know. But it all happens in dip. Leeds now have the ball on the... they put it into the midfield now, just in front of the centre circle. 73 minutes gone, really, Ipswich. It's just damage control now for Ipswich, I think. I think if Ipswich get a goal, it's because Leeds will turn off. Cheers coming up now from the Leeds fans as their players are just passing the ball around. Reminds me when we played Southampton and we were doing this. I was there. Really? I've just realised, Lift, you're a Liverpool fan, aren't you? For some reason, I was thinking you're a West Ham fan. You're a Liverpool fan. I apologise, sir. You had a great win in the Cup the other night against West Ham, though, didn't you? So Leeds coming away again down this near hat side. Oh, lovely playoff there for one Leeds player to the other. He's got the numbers back, Ipswich, but that's against this Leeds team. Oh, Somerville gets the ball, manages to get it as off an Ipswich player. You do feel like Leeds now, they're just they are kind of coasting, and I understand that. At 4-0 up with 15 minutes to go, you're not going to, break your back, are you? So, in the centre circle for Leeds, spraying it out to the near side. Well taken by the Leeds player, number 3, Junior, number 44. Are we going to get another goal? Because you haven't been in for a while. I don't know. What I just saw you, and I just thought West Ham, which is why I said right at the start, I'm going on Jake's channel later. I apologise. Since the fourth goal, Leeds have had 78% possession. 2 shots and 7 touches in the opposition box. Ipswich with 22% haven't had any touches of the ball anywhere. Well, they have had touches of the ball, obviously, but there's nothing in the opposition box at all. Man United are absolutely crumbling. The problem with Man United is that they think they have every right to be where they were under Alex Ferguson. And like I say, before Alex Ferguson, Man United were probably like West Ham are now, or like Liverpool are. No disrespect to Liverpool. Liverpool used to be the Man United of their day. Liverpool used to win everything. I had total respect for Liverpool under Shankly, under Paisley, and et al. And Evans, wasn't it? He was there as well. They kind of lost it, Liverpool, when they went through the boot room, or stopped going through the boot room and started appointing. For me, it's only way I'm seeing it from outside. Started appointing the likes of Souness and what have you. Dalglish didn't do too bad, got to say. But look, then Fergie came along, and you've won 1 in 30 since then. But Man United, I'm just going to say, they had their time, but now they're just back to where they were before, which is like an also-ran team. Chelsea are at the moment as well. It's all about how you react to your losses, isn't it? Another change for Leeds here. Bamford. I haven't seen him for a while. Yeah, you make 2 changes. And why not? Rest his players. So Bowen and Kudus for West Ham. Leeds attacking again. Oh, just couldn't quite. He kept it in, the Leeds player, but once he kept it in, it was no way. Just going to go straight to the goalkeeper. He didn't have anywhere to go with it. Chelsea just showing, and this is what Man United used to be like before Alex Ferguson. They went out and bought all the top players, but they just weren't winning things. And Chelsea, look at them at the moment. Money doesn't guarantee your success. But like I say, all my comments are based on the fact that I'm on the outside looking in. I don't know these clubs at all. It's only my opinion. That's going to go out for a goal kick to Leeds. And we're into the last 10 minutes, plus obviously any stoppage time. A couple of changes coming now for Leeds. Ruta is coming off. Been one of their better players. Well, I say better player. They've all been good for Leeds today. I don't think anybody would have guessed this. I'd be interested if anybody got it in the prediction league. So Pirro and Ruta are off. Bamford and Joseph are on. Free kick to Ipswich just on the centre circle. Long ball up, but it's headed and dealt with by the Leeds defence. And another Ipswich substitution coming up now. I think so. Yeah, I don't think they'll be that bad, Scott. I just hope they give Pochettino time. I like Pochettino as a manager, but he's going to need time. Yay! Commentator just said he thinks Leicester will win the league. Yay! Well said, that man. A long ball, hopeful ball up from Ipswich, but it just goes straight into the Leeds box. And the Leeds just let it run through to the goalkeeper, who's going to pick it up now, just taking his time, which you can't blame him for. Free kick there on the halfway line to Leeds United. Now Ipswich, Davis is coming off for Ipswich. Probably saying thank God for that. Brandon Williams comes on, number 18 for Ipswich. Leif Davis gone off, obviously, gave the penalty away and scored the own goal. Not the best afternoon for him, let's be honest. Now that fourth goal killed it off, really. It's a good question, Lifty. On league, you look at the league, you've got to say it was Arsenal, haven't you? Because they finished second. Southampton blew it. And you've got to kind of think, maybe if it hadn't been for Leicester and Southampton, Tottenham were at the top, that they would have also blown that as well. Man City had sacked Pellegrino, so he was going, but they knew that sort of a few months before the end of the season. That killed their season off. Liverpool, I think you just got Klopp in, so he hadn't really sort of settled in at all. Probably Arsenal. I'd probably have to go for Arsenal and Tottenham second. 5 minutes to go. Leeds 4, Ipswich 0. And you got to say, in fairness, it is all Leeds. Since that fourth goal were in Ipswich. Oh, the heads haven't gone down. If the heads had gone down, it would have been 5 or 6. Good defending there by Ipswich. They nearly played themselves into trouble. Oh, Clark's gone down. I think he may have twisted something. No, he's up. He's up. He went. There was nobody near it. He did get a foul, but I think when he fell, he kind of fell badly. So it's 57% possession to Leeds, although if you were watching the game, you'd probably say it was a lot more. 87 minutes coming up. Leeds, Ipswich Town, second in the table, have not had a shot on target. I mean, I don't think it's pressed the panic buttons for Ipswich. They've lost one game. He has gone strong. I'll be doing the lineup at the end of this game. Yeah, and the thing is, they've just said on the TV quite rightly, 3:15. It will be. Oh no, no, it'll be straight after this. Straight after this, mate. But this one's going to finish first. Thank you. Just reminded me to change the time because I'd put it at 3:15, depending because I wasn't sure when this was going to finish. Thanks, Scott. Yes. Luke, I'll let you believe that, mate. I'll let you believe that. So goal kick here for Leeds United. It's a long kick up into the Ipswich half. And they just head it forward and it ends up going back to the Leeds goalkeeper. Oh, 5 minutes added time. It was caught. Is that going to be another booking for ball? Well, not another booking for ball. It's going to be another booking for Ipswich, and it is ball. And if Leeds got a fifth one here, I wouldn't say it was going to be, you know, it wouldn't be deserved. Oh, now it's a free kick to Ipswich. Just let this game's just running out now. Fair play, I can say. I can't complain at the result. The result does sum the match up, in my opinion. Yeah, you're quite right. Now, Scott. I can still kick you, you know. This is going to make the Boxing Day game very... Scott, that's what it's all about, mate. You don't have to agree with everybody's opinion. You have your own. That is football. All right, as soon as the whistle goes, we'll be ending this and saying thank you very much. We're into the last minute. So it looks like we're going to end Leeds United 4, Ipswich 0. Well deserved. It will be interesting to see what happens Boxing Day evening when Ipswich travel, or we travel to Ipswich to face them. How will they respond? What will their response be? And how big will the gap be? There it is. It's all over. Guys, I'm going to go straight away. Thank you so much for joining in. Join me in a few minutes back on here for a separate show, but it is one that's going to be Leicester City versus Rotherham. We will be back literally in about 10 minutes for that. Thanks very much, everybody, for joining in. I'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back. This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network.
TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.